Hey everyone, welcome to another week. Appreciate all your hard work so far in the semester. Believe it or not, we're nearing the halfway point of the semester. You will see that this week as you actually will have the opportunity to offer some mid-semester feedback to the course and to myself. So please offer that to me so that we can use that and I can use that moving forward for the rest of the semester. You'll see a heading on here, the hedgehog concept. That comes from the book Good to Great by Jim Collins. Many of you have read that in classes or are reading that. If you haven't, it's a great read. And in that book, the hedgehog concept is illustrated by this diagram here. And when we're talking about recruiting and hiring, this diagram and the hedgehog concept comes into play. Of course, this is talking to the individual. But if you look at the concepts or the questions in the diagram, let's apply it to organization as well. What are you passionate about? Or what is the organization deeply passionate about? What can you be the best in the world at? And what drives your economic engine? If companies know the answers to these three questions, they're going to be able to be effective in their business model. Their strategy is going to align, and they're going to be able to obtain the talent profile that they need to accomplish those objectives. And so recruiting and hiring and talent assessment, talent development, it's all a huge part of human resources. We don't succeed if we don't have the right people on the bus, and that's another phrase from Good to Great. So think about that for yourself and for organizations. How does the hedgehog concept apply? So there is many different parts and pieces to this, referred to as the talent cycle. So this is a diagram that I've created, and you look in that first orange area, you're planning, and you're trying to get the staffing that you need, the talent on board that you need to accomplish your business objectives. Starts with sourcing, so you'll see sourcing here, skills, behaviors, and demographics. You do that through recruiting. You do that through activities called that are attractive to the talent. Then you have good selection processes. You acquire the talent through effective offer making, and you deploy the talent by helping them get onboarded into the organization. And then, of course, you want to retain that talent, develop them, and have a good succession plan. And then it goes into the first part of the cycle. So where are we sourcing talent? How are we recruiting? How are we attracting talent? How are we developing that talent? Of course, is another discussion for another week. But the talent cycle itself at the front end is a huge deal. So what is the Lord's talent philosophy? One of my favorite verses is in Doctrine and Covenants 64:33. The Lord requireth the heart and a willing mind, and the willing and obedient shall eat of the good of the land of Zion in these last days. And to add some commentary to that, Elder Maxwell said, God does not begin by asking us about our ability, but only about our availability. And if we then prove our dependability, He will increase our capability. And of course that goes back to some of the thoughts that Elder Bednar shared, increasing capacity and capability in others. And of course in the Lord's work, if we show that we're available and if we have a willing heart and mind to learn, He will fit the back to the burden. He will support the cause. In the business world, in organizations, we want to know what that looks like as far as what capabilities we want to focus on, what key competencies makes our economic engine turn. So just a few thoughts to share with you.